So now in this video we are going to cut out these pieces of our UI bar. Okay, so first of all we're just going to increase our size. So I'm going to increase it to about 200% so I can really see what we're doing. Probably the first thing that I want is this health piece on here. So what I want to do is effectively just switch off everything else. So let's just go through these little eye icons and just switch everything off except for this one piece. So just using let's say a rectangle select tool, I can now draw around this. Okay, in fact I could probably get a bit closer than that, so let me just click anywhere to undo that. Try not to have too much blank space. Great, that looks good. So what I want to do now is effectively just do image and crop. So crop to selection, and that will then crop that down. So now I can do a file, save as, and I want to change this. Instead of XCF, I want to change it to PNG. Okay, and I'll call this health full UI.png. It's important that you put the PNG on the end so that it will basically save the file type by whatever extension you defined. Okay, and then save this. Okay, the given file name cannot be used for saving. File export. Okay, that's the way it works inside of GIMP. It's a little bit different to Photoshop. So export. Here we go. Select file type by extension. We want PNG from the list. That's it. Should do. PNG. Okay, PNG image, and I'm going to call this health full UI. Okay, and just export that. It's going to ask me what do I want to do. Save background color. No, don't need background color. Save resolution, creation time. Automatic pixel format should save the background transparency, and let's just export that. So if I now try and open that one that I've just saved, health full UI, let me just double check that it still has the background transparent and everything. It still looks good compared to this original. Yeah, alright, excellent, I'm happy with that. So what I want to do now, switch this one off and switch on the health empty. Notice that it's the exact same size, the image, which is very important. So now simply file, export as, it's already a PNG as we can see there, so we'll call it health empty UI. Export, same settings, so let's just export that. Excellent. Okay, now what I need to do is to do edit, undo a few times. Undo crop image, so I'm right back to where I started. It's very important. Okay, so I can switch off my health now. Let's see what the next one is. So I probably want these kind of bars. Let's start with this one. Let's start with the bar empty. What else have we got? We've got bar mana, bar stamina, I think. Yep, there we go. And what's this last one? Okay, that's the background. So in fact, actually, I do need to switch this top one on so that I can get the size correct on this. So I'm going to use my free select tool. Just going to click to roughly about here. Going to come down like this. Going to come around like this. And then just up to here. So notice I've only gone halfway on that side. Then I'm going to do image and crop to selection. Excellent. Now I can switch off this pasted layer. So select none, and that is my stamina bar. Okay, so now I can do File, Export As, still PNG, so I'll call this Stamina Full UI. Same values, let's export. Now I can switch on my Stamina Empty. Notice it's the exact same size, very important. File, Export As. So Stamina Empty UI. Export that one. Great. Then I can do edit and undo item visibility, undo item visibility, undo select none, undo item, undo crop image. Now I'm going to leave my selection on there so that I can see where I need to sort of match up now. So I need to match up to roughly about here so that they're lined up about the same size. I'm going to come all the way over here, over to about here, over to about here, to there. And notice that that then replaces the selection so that it's on this side this time. Then I'm going to do image and crop to selection. And I'm going to switch on the mana bar instead of the stamina bar. Switch off the health. Okay, select none. And now I can do File, Export As. This time it is going to be Mana Full UI. Okay, export. And then once again we'll just switch on that empty so we get the exact same thing. Export As. And this one is going to be Mana Empty UI. Export. Excellent. Okay, so now just undo a few times, edit and undo. So we get rid of that crop. There we go. So select none. Now what I need is this background piece. So if I switch on the actual background, I'll leave that bar on there, I think. No, actually I don't need it on there. Don't need this on either, but I do need these little designs. So let's put a few of these on. We also need those icons as well. All right, so that's pretty much lined up there. So now I can use a rectangle selection. Just going to draw around it. Okay, don't worry about a little bit of transparent background around it, that's perfectly fine. And then we're going to do image, crop to selection. Okay, select none, and then File, Export As, and I'll call this BGUI. And export. All right, there we go. So now we've got all of our pieces exported. What we'll do in the next video is bring these back into Unity and just set it up on a canvas so that we can see how it looks.